Hello, Namaskar. This is CVR English, and it's time to roll the prime time news hour with me, Anukriti Sharma. Aam Aadmi Party legislators have chosen their senior leader Atishi to succeed Arvind Kejriwal as the next Delhi Chief Minister. Arvind Kejriwal proposed her name as his successor. The announcement came amid buzz of who would be Kejriwal's replacement following his announcement of stepping down from the Chief Minister's post. Viewers, Delhi Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena said that AAP leader Atishi is welcome after the party chose her as Arvind Kejriwal's successor to become the next Chief Minister of the Union Territory. Viewers, please note here, Atishi's name had been recommended as a part of the legislative process and she has been chosen by the MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party and she's been also welcomed by Saxena. Quite interestingly, however, Delhi Minister and Aam Aadmi Party leader Saurabh Bharadwaj said on Tuesday that Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal will retain power regardless of who becomes the Chief Minister and who gets to sit on that chair. The Chief Minister's chair will remain with Arvind Kejriwal regardless of who sits in it. The people of Delhi have chosen Kejriwal to lead and he will retain that position. That's what Bharadwaj said to the media, unquote. Addressing the media today, Ms. Atishi has thanked Delhi's Chief Minister and called him her guru, Arvind Kejriwal, for giving her such a big responsibility and expressed her happiness over the faith that Kejriwal had shown in her administrative capabilities. At the same time, she expressed her remorse over the fact that Delhi's CM and her own big brother, she refers to him as her big brother, Arvind Kejriwal, was also resigning simultaneously, adding that she wishes to express on behalf of the MLAs and people of Delhi that there is only one Chief Minister of Delhi and that is Arvind Kejriwal, regardless of who sits in that chair. She further noted that the BJP had put false cases on Arvind Kejriwal and kept him inside jail for almost 6 months. Finally, the Supreme Court had given him a bail and called the central government's investigative agencies a caged parrot. According to Ms. Atishi, Kejriwal's arrest is wrong. The Kalkaji MLA assumes the top chair months ahead of the assembly elections scheduled in Delhi before February next year. AAP National Convener Arvind Kejriwal met Delhi Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena today evening and tendered his resignation from the post of Chief Minister. Viewers, some context here. On Sunday, about 2 days ago, Kejriwal had announced his decision to resign in 2 days while addressing his party workers. He said that he would not sit on the Chief Minister's chair until the public affirmed his honesty, and he expressed his intention to undergo the so-called test of fire after coming out of jail. He made this announcement 2 days after he walked out of Delhi's Tihar jail on getting bail by the Supreme Court in an alleged corruption case filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation or the CBI linked to the Delhi excise policy case. The AAP Supremo was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate or the ED in March and in June by the CBI. And in July, the top court granted him bail in the case registered by the ED, but he remained jailed due to the CBI case. The AAP hence has declared that Atishi, the party's Kalkaji MLA, will now succeed Kejriwal as the Chief Minister. The current term of the Delhi Assembly is set to dissolve on February 11, 2025, and the last Assembly election in Delhi was held on February 8, 2020. The Aam Aadmi Party secured 62 seats and the Bharatiya Janata Party or the BJP's 8 seats in the 70-member assembly. In 2015, they won 67 and 3 seats respectively. Here's a report.
अगर कोई भी और नेता होता, कोई भी और मुख्यमंत्री होता, तो वो तुरंत जाके मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पर बैठ गया। लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने जो फैसला लिया, शायद ही इस देश के इतिहास में, मैं कहूंगी इस दुनिया के लोकतांत्रिक इतिहास में किसी नेता ने लिया होगा। उन्होंने कहा कि मेरे लिए सिर्फ सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला काफी नहीं है, मुझे दिल्ली की जनता का फैसला चाहिए। मैं दिल्ली की जनता की अदालत में जाऊंगा और अगर दिल्ली की जनता कहेगी कि अरविंद केजरीवाल ईमानदार है तो मैं तभी मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पे बैठूंगा। और आज इसी तहत अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने अपना इस्तीफा दिया है। ये आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए, हमारे पूरे विधायक दल के लिए, दिल्ली के लोगों के लिए एक दुख का क्षण है। पूरी दिल्ली में लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के इस्तीफे से दुखी हैं, लेकिन साथ ही दिल्ली के लोग इस बात का प्रण ले रहे हैं कि आने वाले चुनाव में वो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को फिर से मुख्यमंत्री बनाना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें पता है अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल जैसा ईमानदार मुख्यमंत्री नहीं होगा तो दिल्ली में बिजली फ्री नहीं मिलेगी। अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल जैसा मुख्यमंत्री नहीं होगा तो सरकारी स्कूल नहीं अच्छे होंगे। अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल जैसा मुख्यमंत्री नहीं होगा तो मोहल्ला क्लिनिक बंद हो जाएंगे। अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल जैसा मुख्यमंत्री नहीं होगा तो महिलाओं को फ्री बस यात्रा नहीं मिलेगी। और इसीलिए आम आदमी पार्टी के सारे विधायक, दिल्ली के 2 करोड़ लोग इस मुहिम में जुट गए हैं कि आने वाले चुनाव में अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को मुख्यमंत्री बनाना है। लेकिन तब तक, जब तक चुनाव नहीं होता, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने भरोसा कर मुझ पे ये जिम्मेदारी दी है और आने वाले कुछ महीने तक, जब तक ये जिम्मेदारी मेरे पास है, तब तक मेरे 2 काम रहेंगे।
ये शपथ लिए हैं कि जल्द से जल्द नई सरकार के गठन के साथ दिल्ली की जनता के साथ हम अभियान शुरू करेंगे और जल्द से जल्द दिल्ली में चुनाव करा करके दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल को दोबारा मुख्यमंत्री की शपथ दिलाएंगे। आज से
दिल्ली के लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने लगातार षड्यंत्र रचे हैं। उन पर भ्रष्टाचार के आरोप लगाए गए, फर्जी आरोप लगाए गए। केंद्र सरकार ने एक के बाद एक करके अपनी सारी एजेंसीज को उनके पीछे छोड़ा। उनको एक झूठे मुकदमे में 6 महीने तक जेल।
The Supreme Court today called the Central Bureau of Investigation, or the CBI, status report on the ongoing probe into the Kolkata rape and murder case worse and disturbing. The CBI submitted a fresh status report to the Supreme Court regarding the ongoing investigation into the RG Kar rape and murder case. And during the hearing, the junior doctors informed the top court that they have no problem with resuming their duties, provided that the measures that they have discussed in the meeting with Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Monday be put into place. The doctors stated that they will have a general body meeting today to discuss returning back to work. Taking note of Bengal government's statement that no punitive action would be taken against the protesting doctors, the court has asked the state government to file an affidavit. In response to which, senior advocate Kapil Sibal has stated that the state will be filing the affidavit, quote unquote. On CBI's status report, Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud stated that what the Central Probe Agency has disclosed in the report is worse than expected and expressed that the court is rather disturbed by its findings. Take a look at this report.
But give me 1 second. My lord, your lordship needs to be told that one of the reasons they've not gone back to work is because it is their belief, rightly or wrongly, that those responsible for this disaster are still there, and these people on return will be victimized, my lord. We want some kind of assurance from this court that they will not be victimized on returning to work because they are still there. They are working in RG Kar Hospital today. Today, my lord. They are working there.
The Chief Minister has already made the statement publicly. In the meeting yesterday, it is recorded.
That is why I chose my words carefully, not CBI administrative action. My lord, for example, the principal has been suspended under the civil service rules.
It is not possible.
To apply. And one last thing I want to apprise you of. You know, there are statutes involved in the functioning of these institutions. One is the University Act. The other is the Medical Council Act. And the third is, of course, the Department of Science. All three have to take responsibility for what's been going on in the hospitals. 3 statutory bodies have to be held responsible, my lord, for what has gone on over here. All the statutes have a provision in them for monitoring, each one of them, monitoring the functioning of every hospital. The state has a responsibility to monitor. The university has a responsibility to monitor. The medical council has a responsibility to monitor. And my prayer concerns those 3 statutory bodies. I'm not interfering with the work of the CBI at all. And they are still there. They are still roaming around in the premises. My lord, you give us any guarantee, we are willing to take it and go back to work. Anything the court thinks is proper. I'm not putting any preconditions, my lord. Protect us. That's all. There's a fierce psychosis right now.
This is correct.
And we want to go back to work. I want to make that clear.
If the chief minister has given insurance, Mulad, then what more do they want?
What's the nature of the assurance? You tell us what is the nature of
The nature of the assurance, no action will be taken against them. No punitive action will be, what more can be said? Mulad, join work,
Question of
join work, Mulad.
Making a separate point.
what punitive action will be taken against those who did this to us?
That's a matter of.
What will we do to them?
Come on,
We are seized the matter.
yes.
Yes.
Once we have material, this is exactly the area which the CBI is monitoring. Namely, what was the other instances of corruption in these hospitals?
My lord, it's not just
one
a question of corruption.
Just please understand what we are, don't allow us to complete what we are saying. 1, what is the nature of financial irregularities at RG Kar itself? 2, was there any acts of commission and omission in the performance of duties by these doctors, by the principal? 3rd, was there any attempt to cover up what happened or to hush up the crime? So a variety of issues is being explored.
And what, is there a nexus between them and the West Bengal Medical Council? Is there a nexus between them and the department? Is there a nexus between them and the university?
1 second. We are seized of the matter. We are not leaving your prayer be. Mr. Sibal, we'll record Mr.
Arvind Kejriwal has resigned today as the Delhi Chief Minister, making way for Atishi to take charge of this top post. Atishi was elected as the leader of Aam Aadmi Party Legislative Party meeting, which was chaired by Kejriwal at his Delhi residence. Atishi is the 3rd woman Chief Minister of Delhi after Sheila Dikshit and Sushma Swaraj. Today, Arvind Kejriwal has submitted his resignation. Viewers, this is an emotional moment for the party and also for the people of Delhi. At the same time, the people of Delhi are resolving to make Kejriwal the Chief Minister once again. Till the elections are not held, I will be looking after Delhi. That's what Atishi has told the media. Kejriwal reached the LG Secretariat along with his cabinet colleagues to resign today, days after announcing his decision to quit from the post. Later on, Atishi staked her claim to form the new government. Here's the report.
ये शपथ लिए हैं कि जल्द से जल्द नई सरकार के गठन के साथ दिल्ली की जनता के साथ हम अभियान शुरू करेंगे और जल्द से जल्द दिल्ली में चुनाव करा करके दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल को दोबारा मुख्यमंत्री की शपथ दिलाएंगे। आज से
दिल्ली के लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने लगातार षड्यंत्र रचे हैं। उन पर भ्रष्टाचार के आरोप लगाए गए, फर्जी आरोप लगाए गए। केंद्र सरकार ने एक के बाद एक करके अपनी सारी एजेंसीज को उनके पीछे छोड़ा। उनको एक झूठे मुकदमे में 6 महीने तक जेल में रखा। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने न सिर्फ अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को बरी किया, बल्कि बहुत तीखी टिप्पणी करी केंद्र सरकार की एजेंसीज पर कि केंद्र सरकार की एजेंसीज पिंजरे में बंद एक तोते की तरह है और अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की गिरफ्तारी गलत थी, एक दुर्भावना के तहत की गई थी। अगर कोई भी और नेता होता, कोई भी और मुख्यमंत्री होता तो वो तुरंत जाके मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पर बैठ गया। लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने जो फैसला लिया, शायद ही इस देश के इतिहास में, मैं कहूंगी इस दुनिया के लोकतांत्रिक इतिहास में किसी नेता ने लिया होगा। उन्होंने कहा कि मेरे लिए सिर्फ सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला काफी नहीं है, मुझे दिल्ली की जनता का फैसला चाहिए। मैं दिल्ली की जनता की अदालत में जाऊंगा और अगर दिल्ली की जनता कहेगी कि अरविंद केजरीवाल ईमानदार है तो मैं तभी मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पे बैठूंगा। और आज इसी तहत अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने अपना इस्तीफा।
During the launch of the India-Romania commemorative postal stamps, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar remarked that Romania played a significant role in the historical trade routes from India. He noted that last year significant progress was made towards developing an India-Middle East-Europe connectivity corridor. Dr. Jaishankar has expressed his confidence that this connection would evolve into a modern and a crucial corridor for connectivity between India and Europe. Take a look.
Namaskar, a very good evening. And I want to join my colleague, Minister Scindia, today in also expressing how important today is, both as a celebration of the 75th anniversary of our diplomatic relations as well as India-Romania friendship. I must say, looking at all of you, I'm very impressed by the turnout from the diplomatic community. Obviously, I think it reflects the warm regard you have for Ambassador Sezonov Tane, or maybe you're just secret stamp collectors. But it struck me as I was preparing for the function that even though Minister Scindia is here in his capacity as the Minister for Posts, we could not have found a better figure to symbolize the relationship with India and Romania. Because while he is remembering the first meeting he had with the ambassador, I also remember the many conversations we had when he was in Romania. And he would relate to me, in fact, much what he very succinctly shared with you, the great effort which the government, the people, the local authorities of Romania made to get our students out, including, if I remember rightly, opening an airfield particularly for that purpose for us. Minister Scindia also made one other important point, which for me was new and I appreciate it very much, which is that in 77 years we've had only 33 occasions to do a joint stamp, and I think that also should tell us something both about the deep bonds of friendship and the importance of the occasion today.
Union Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has stated that the Prime Minister has emphasized that a third-term government would involve 3 times the effort. He highlighted that in the past 100 days, there has been a resolution, a firm resolution to advance the country through diligent work under the Prime Minister's supreme leadership. Scindia mentioned the creation of 11 lakh Lakhpati Didis and the involvement of 10 crore women in self-help groups. He also noted that the 17th installment of the Kisan Samman Nidhi has been successfully disbursed to the farmers. Take a look at this report.
सरकार प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में प्रधानमंत्री जी ने स्पष्ट कहा है देश की जनता से, तीसरी टर्म की सरकार मतलब 3 गुना ज्यादा मेहनत, 3 गुना ज्यादा शक्ति, और अगर 3 गुना ज्यादा मेहनत होगी, 3 गुना ज्यादा शक्ति होगी तो 3 गुना ज्यादा रिजल्ट हमें देना होगा। और इसी एक कल्पना के साथ और इसी संकल्प के साथ पिछले 100 दिन में प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में सरकार ने पूर्ण मेहनत और मशक्कत के साथ देश को आगे बढ़ाने का संकल्प लिया है। अगर हर क्षेत्र में देखो, महिला सशक्तिकरण की हम बात करें तो 11 लाख हमारी लखपति दीदी आज बन चुकी हैं। 10 करोड़ महिलाएं स्वयं सहायता समूह के साथ जुड़ चुकी हैं। हमारे मुद्रा लोन में 10 लाख से 20 लाख की बढ़ोतरी हुई है। महिलाओं के लिए बजट के आवंटन में 3 लाख करोड़ का आवंटन किया गया है। कृषि के क्षेत्र में आप देखो तो 109 तरीके के नए हमारे बीज की नई रिलीज प्रधानमंत्री जी के हाथों के आधार पर हुई है। किसान सम्मान निधि का 17वीं इंस्टॉलमेंट करीब 20,000 करोड़ का 9 करोड़ 30 लाख हमारे किसानों के खातों में जा चुका है। और उसी के साथ बड़े बड़े हमारे सिंचाई की योजना पोलेवरम बांध के रूप में आज पूर्ण रूप से क्षेत्र की जनता को आने वाले भविष्य में लाभान्वित करेंगे। युवा पीढ़ी की हम बात करें तो करीब करीब 4 करोड़ के हमारे युवाओं के लिए कौशल विकास की योजना बनी है। हमारे नए शिक्षा के संस्थान बन रहे हैं। पीएम जनमन योजना के आधार पर आदिवासियों के लिए पूर्ण रूप से सैचुरेशन हो मूलभूत अधोसंरचना की, इस संकल्प के साथ प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कैबिनेट में बजट का आवंटन भी किया है। और उसी के साथ प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना के लिए 1 करोड़ शहरी क्षेत्र में और 2 करोड़ ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में 3 करोड़ घर हम 5 साल में बनाएंगे। पहले 100 दिन में ही कैबिनेट की स्वीकृति 3.5 लाख करोड़ की उसके लिए हो चुकी है। तो कहने का तात्पर्य यह है कि अगर आप अधोसंरचना भी देखो, 11 लाख करोड़ रुपए का कैपेक्स का प्रोग्राम है, 3 लाख करोड़ हमारे अधोसंरचना के क्षेत्र के लिए, 8 नए प्रोजेक्ट्स हाईवे के लिए 50,000 करोड़ के, 8 नए रेलवे प्रोजेक्ट्स 24,000 करोड़ के, 5,000 करोड़ के 3 नए सिविल एविएशन के प्रोजेक्ट्स। तो तीव्र गति और तीव्र रफ्तार के साथ प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की सरकार देश के विकास और प्रगति के लिए संकलित होकर आगे बढ़ रही है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has criticized the NDA leaders for making derogatory remarks about Rahul Gandhi, including calling him a terrorist and threatening his fate would be like his grandmother's. He urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi to impose limitations on his party leaders' statements and to take strict action against those making such comments, including possible expulsion from his party. Kharge has expressed concern that such remarks are encouraging others to use such similar bad language.
और इसके साथ ही उनका ध्यान लोकसभा में नेता प्रतिपक्ष श्री राहुल गांधी जी के खिलाफ बेहद अपमानजनक, हिंसक, अशिष्ट बयानों की तरफ उनका ध्यान खींचना चाहता हूं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी और उनके सहयोगी दलों के नेताओं ने जिस हिंसक भाषा का उन्होंने प्रयोग किया है और कर रहे हैं, तो इसके लिए मैं इसका खंडन करता हूं और ऐसे जो घातक शब्द है और जिससे जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं को एक प्रोत्साहन मिलेगा, इस ऐसे बयानों से केंद्र सरकार में रेल राज्य मंत्री, भाजपा शासित उत्तर प्रदेश के मंत्री, लोकसभा में प्रतिपक्ष नेता राहुल गांधी जी को नंबर 1।
This year's Ganpati Visarjan for Lal Baukcha Raj was a grand and an emotional event marking the end of the Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations. Devotees gathered in large numbers to participate in the immersion process, celebrating with grand fervor and devotion. The iconic Lal Baukcha Raj, renowned for its grandeur and religious significance, was carried through the streets amidst a vibrant atmosphere of music, dance and prayers, symbolizing the return of Lord Ganesha to his celestial abode. Here's a report. speaking of the grand Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations, shifting the focus to Hyderabad itself, Ganesh immersion in Bhaginagar was a mesmerizing spectacle as thousands of idols were immersed in Hussain Sagar Tank Bund area. Now this area around the Tank Bund became a bustling hub with devotees flocking to witness the immersion of Khairatabad Mahaganapati in Hussain Sagar. This event caused significant traffic congestion on Tank Bund, NTR Marg, the Telugu Thalli flyover, Sachiwalalam and the IMAX routes. The massive 70-foot, 7-faced idol of Mahaganasatha was carried in a grand procession all the way to Tank Bund viewers, accompanied by drum beats, dhol and DJ music. The police ensured tight security to maintain order amid the massive crowd to prevent any untoward incidents. Take a look. Viewers, today also happens to be Pradhan Mantri Modi ji's birthday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared a personal moment during his visit to an Adivasi family where he attended a Grah Pravesh event. He recounted how, while eating the kheer, which is a type of a sweet dish offered by his hostess, he was reminded of his own mother. Modi reflected that when his mother was alive, he would always visit her on his birthday to seek her blessings, and she would feed him jaggery with her own hands. Although she is no longer with him, he felt a sense of maternal warmth and blessings from this Adivasi woman who served him the kheeri, connecting him to his past and also to his mother's loving care. Take a look at this report.
उस आदिवासी परिवार ने मुझे, मेरी बहन ने खुशी से खीरी भी खिलाई, और जब मैं खीरी खा रहा था तो स्वाभाविक था कि मुझे मेरी मां की याद आना, क्योंकि जब मेरी मां जीवित थी तो मैं जन्मदिन पर हमेशा मां के आशीर्वाद लेने जाता था और मां मेरे मुंह में गुड़ खिलाती थी। लेकिन मां तो नहीं है, आज एक आदिवासी मां ने खीर खिलाकर मुझे जन्म।
Coming back to Delhi, Congress Delhi Chief Devendra Yadav has extended his best wishes to Atishi, who is about to become the new Chief Minister of Delhi. He has expressed hope that Atishi will effectively tackle the issues faced by the residents of Delhi, and Yadav has emphasized that the AAP government must address the promises that it made when it first came to power. He pointed out that Atishi's tenure as Chief Minister is only for 3 months, attributing this to Aam Aadmi Party's waning credibility among the public of Delhi. Additionally, Yadav confidently predicted that the Congress Party will establish its government in Delhi next year.
जब सरकार बनाई थी, बहुत सारे वादे किए थे। उन वादों से केजरीवाल जी या उनकी सरकार भाग नहीं सकती है। दिल्ली की जनता उनसे सवाल पूछ रही थी, आज भी पूछेगी। तो जरूर हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आतिशी जी कुछ लोगों की, जनता की जो उम्मीदें हैं उनके ऊपर खरा उतरने का काम करेंगे।
सर, आपको क्या लगता है, आम आदमी पार्टी कह रही है कि देखिए महिला मुख्यमंत्री मिली है और 2013 के
And that brings me to a close of this edition of Primetime News Hour. This is Anukriti Sharma signing off. Keep watching CVR English.